Hi there, Stephanie here. I just got back from the Reading League conference in Syracuse, and I want to tell you about my absolute favorite session, the one that left the biggest lasting impact on me. No surprise, it was by Anita Archer. It was the keynote that she delivered for us at the Higher Education Summit, the Summit on the Science of Reading in Higher Education. We held that the day before the Reading League conference actually started. And the beauty of Anitas' talk was that she not only articulated what explicit instruction is and how it can be used and why, but she broke down the way that university professors should be teaching teachers in preparation about explicit instruction and how to use it. But she also told us, the university faculty, how we should be using explicit instruction in our courses. So it was absolutely brilliant. She addressed both of those levels. The thing that she said that really resonated with me on the aspects of university professors, teacher educators, teaching about explicit instruction is something that has really hit me in the last couple of months when I've been reviewing teacher preparation programs. And that is that we should not be asking teachers in preparation to write their own lesson plans, right? Like, that's such a common and pervasive thing that we ask teachers in preparation to do. And if you stop and think about that, it's not very smart because they are novices, and writing a lesson takes a very, very high level of skill. So I particularly loved that she brought that out. In her keynote to us university faculty, she was talking in the realm of using it ourselves about all the elements of explicit instruction that you might expect. So she talked about the importance of breaking tasks down. So doing task analysis, taking something complex that you're trying to teach to your teachers in preparation and delivering it, chunking it out into meaningful but smaller segments over time. She talked about the importance of practice and gave us lots of different ways that we could do practice, even partnering our teachers in preparation for practice, even if we're teaching online, which was really valuable. She talked about the importance of cumulative review. And this is where I think as university trainers, we need to think about the student perspective, the prospective teacher's experience across our courses. And so in order to do effective cumulative review in practice, we have to know what each other is teaching. We have to know about the objectives that were mastered in the course before us. We have to know what we might be introducing that the course after us is going to bring those teacher candidates to mastery on. And so this idea of cumulative review over time. She gave us a gesture for the very specific part of practice that she wants us to be using, and that is retrieval practice. So you're like touching your brain where the information is and then bringing it forward. Retrieval practice, which is asking teachers in preparation to recall what you've just taught. That little bit of struggle that happens when they have to retrieve and come up with information, and how powerful that is to uncover what you don't yet know. If you're asked to provide an answer, if you're asked to provide some body of knowledge and you get stuck, that is the action that causes you to go back and relearn. And it's much more powerful than doing things like rereading your notes or listening to a lecture again or highlighting something that you've been reading. So retrieval practice. We thank Anita for that. And then the final thing that I want to mention that she brought to our attention is how we should be using exams and assessments in teacher preparation. And she made the point that instead of getting to the point of giving an exam and then finding out, oops, some segment of our class didn't retain the information that we had taught, we should take that on ourselves as feedback. And we should receive that, let's say low grades that our students might have received, as feedback to ourselves that our instruction was not sufficient. And just like we tell teachers in the classroom with children. University professors in the classroom with teachers in preparation with adult learners have to take that same responsibility, and we have to be ready to reteach content if the way that we taught it the first time didn't work, and we have to take that information into consideration when we are planning for and working to improve the next time that we teach that content when we teach that class again. So Anita Archer's book with Charles Hughes called Explicit Instruction is one that at Mount St. Joseph University we use across our undergraduate and graduate programs. I encourage you to look into it if you're working in teacher preparation. It is a treasure trove of all the information you need to impart to the teacher candidates you're training across subject areas, across grade levels, not just related to reading. And it really is the piece that brings together the science of reading with the science of teaching and the science of learning for your own knowledge in the preparation that you are providing to teachers. So, fantastic session. It was absolutely the highlight of my trip to the Reading League conference. Thanks, Anita.